Hey guys, we are back. Hello and welcome to another session of Level Up. It has been a while since our last session, and now we are ready to rock again. So today we'll be leveling up with Ross Tran. Hello, man.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Wait,
What's
is it
up?
live right now? Is it live right now?
Yes,
Oh yeah,
Okay,
oh yeah,
so people can see me.
yes, that's
Okay.
probably what they do.
yeah. For
Okay.
some reason, it's in Polish the hangout. So live means na żywo.
Na żywo.
Okay.
Na
Yes.
żywo.
Okay, let me introduce Ross to you guys. So Ross is a concept artist and illustrator who attended the Art Center College of Design in Pasadena, California. Ross has worked for companies such as Walt Disney Studios, Psyop, and Tyler West Studio. And what's really, really exciting is that recently Ross has launched his own hilarious YouTube channel, Ross Draws. And Dark, you can show it to people on. Yeah, what you can see right now is Ross' website. It's rossdraws.com. It's your central hub for everything, right, Ross?
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah.
place we want to go to when we want to kind of start with everything. Okay, so Dark is showing a little bit of Ross' work right now. It's beautiful. I love the way Ross tangles composition, brushwork, colors are just incredible. So I'm really, really excited because the plan for today is we will go through Ross' early work. God, this is
Ah,
beautiful. Yeah, early work, school
Yep.
time, I think, how you have got where you're at right now, and then we'll move on to the live demo. We will also get a sneak peek of what's happening with your Patreon, because you're running a Patreon as well,
mhm,
what you're getting out of it
mhm.
if you're supporting Ross there. So it'll be really, really good, and I'm really, really excited. So yeah, let's get started. How are you doing, man?
For me.
Are you there? Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, can you hear me? No?
Yes,
It's
yes,
not
I can.
working?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm great, thank you.
Awesome.
Hey, I don't mean to be rude, but can I interrupt for like just 2 minutes?
Dude,
I want to know what's up with
Yep.
these Polish bastards because I haven't talked to these guys in months. What are you guys up to? And then we'll get back to our star Rock.
Okay. I'll just
uh,
Darek, Darek, what are you up to, man? I haven't heard from you in such a long time.
Yeah, the same here actually. Uh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just on the recovery. I took 3 weeks off, and I'm really sleepy right now, and I'm drinking coffee and waiting for a demo of Frost.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's super exciting. But I think that we should definitely hang out after the
Yeah,
session.
man. I know. I don't have time because I'm on my lunch break actually, so we should do it another time. But
yeah,
Yeah.
guys,
so you guys are back in Poland, right?
yes, we're back in Poland, and just for you to know, it's 6 a.m. here actually, so we had to wake up pretty early to join Ross today. And yeah, for Jonas, it's a lunch break, right? You're in
Yeah.
Japan right now, so that's a little bit of catching up with the Level Up team. I think we're ready to start, right?
Yeah.
We're all good. We're all good
Get
and
your
ready.
coffee ready because this guy has a lot of energy. This guy.
Oh yes, yeah.
Guy here.
Ross is just
Oh no,
energy
dude.
ball.
It's caffeine.
All right.
Alright.
So let's get started. Ross,
Hmm.
how it has all started? That's our core question. Why concept art? How have you? Uh,
Why
yeah.
why concept art?
Hmm.
Um Oh man, why concept art? Well, I grew up an only child, so I spend like a lot of time alone, and I guess at a young age, always had a thing for imaginary like things I would love to make up. So
Hmm.
I would be at my grandma's house a lot and being in her backyard, and we had a huge backyard, and I would just, because I was the only kid there, I feel like, and the only visuals I had were off TV and movies, and they were so cool, and I would just imagine like my own being with my own imaginary monsters and friends, venturing in the backyard and stuff. Oh, but I do remember a time where I was in kindergarten, and this girl. So I was drawing a Pokemon. I believe it was Flareon, right?
Yeah.
And I was drawing, and the girl came up to me, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're so talented!" And I was like, "Oh, that feeling right there." I just wanted to keep making art because she was so impressed. She was like, "That's so beautiful." I'm like, "Oh, thank you, have it." And I just kept drawing for her, and then she moved up to 6th grade, and I didn't see her anymore.
There you go. So who are you drawing for right now?
I'm drawing for you.
Oh God! How we are honored, man. So when exactly have you started approaching concept art and illustration like seriously?
Gotcha. I remember it was I think March or April 2009. Before that, I always drew on my own, like anime and stylized stuff, but I never knew that I could make it as an artist because I didn't even know the industry was out there. And then I think I was 16, and I went to conceptart.org because I wanted to know more about it. And there's a whole community and industry off of like concept art and design. So I found that out, and I thought it was too late. I was like, I thought it was too late to pursue it, but I just wanted to discipline myself because I knew that I was going to apply to college the next year. So I sat in my room like 8 to 12 hours a day, just trying to catch up to everybody. Because everyone on there was so amazing, and I would see their sketchbooks, and it would motivate me to try harder. So I would just lock myself in my room and just keep practicing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have actually started drawing before, way before Art Center, and when have you started studying there? Like, how have you found out about the school? And we all know it's one of the best schools for illustration and concept art. And how have you discovered it?
Oh, I think through the process of people on conceptart.org. I remember seeing people's portfolios and people going to Art Center, and I'm like, that's what I want to do. And I researched more about the school, and I didn't know what entertainment design was. I thought it was like advertising because it sounds entertainment, right? But and then I saw like people from Kang Lee to Sid Mead to like John Park to like everybody was just that seemed like just the place to be. And so I was like, man, I gotta go there. And they launched a new program, entertainment design, and the people that were getting in and producing good work, even in their first year, was just mind-blowing. And yeah, that's how I found out about it, through forums.
Awesome. So maybe there is, since we are getting to a little bit into the schoolwork, maybe we can. I know you have prepared a little bit of. Exactly. Your first work or the really early work, your first struggles with digital or drawing. So that
is it really that time?
Yes, it's that time.
Is it time for that?
Yes.
Oh my God.
It's time
All
for
right.
bad art. Okay, so guys, just for you to know, everybody who's watching it live right now, please, if you have any questions, submit them to the chat right now. Or at any time during the session, just make sure there is a big question so we can see it. So yeah.
Okay.
Jonas, are you enjoying? Enjoying your food?
Yes, I'm enjoying it quite a lot. Thank you for asking.
There you go. Okay.
Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but I have no other option, dude.
Dude, you're worrying so much about being rude, dude. Like.
Oh, I never worry about being rude. I'm rude all the time.
There you go. That's how it works. We love you, man. Okay. So Ross, do you have?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. You want me to start from the very, very beginning?
Very.
Yes.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I have stuff I started when I started concept art because I started posting on my sketchbook on conceptart.org. So I found some really bad stuff on there. Oh man, I don't even want to look at this.
Let's go.
It's so bad. Oh God.
Come on. Everybody does it.
Okay.
It's like a pop.
So just an FYI, okay, God, fine. So here is something I liked anime kind of things.
Make it
So this
full
was a
screen.
cute.
Make it full screen.
So this was a cute Ice Mage in 2008. So I begged my mom to get me Copic markers because I thought that was the best thing you could get for drawing. And I was like, Mom, I want the $300 Copic marker set. And this is what came out of it.
Awesome, man. So much enthusiasm. How old were you at the time? It was 2008?
Yeah,
So like 15 or
15, yeah, I think I was 15. And oh god. Okay, so this is like
There is more.
I love elves. You know, I have a thing for elves. And so this was like a kind of like an elf drawing thing. Oh, my mom always complained that my girls had too big of boobs. She was like, "Why are the
Ross.
boobs so big?"
Ross, we have to talk.
Well,
why not?
Why not? Just
Yeah, why not?
and I put this design language like everywhere. It's just like, oh my god, I thought I was so cool for doing it. But here is more boobs. See, and my mom like she finds all my drawings, and she was like,
Oh
like,
god.
Here's some more like school stuff. Yep, that design language.
design.
And the boobs.
Dude, I was exactly the same when I was 15. Mine were a bit more explicit though. But yeah, subject matter very similar. It's like a 15-year-old thing, I think.
It is. It's just there, and you can draw it.
It's pretty healthy. It's pretty healthy.
Yeah, I think it's healthy.
Papa
It's okay.
But this is from my DeviantArt, which I hid all of it. I have like 300 like of this like hidden from DeviantArt because I don't want to. Anyway.
300.
Shut up. Oh, I was so proud of this. Someone did the lines, and I downloaded it, and I colored, and I put the swatches to make it look like I did more stuff. You know, like, oh, look at these swatches. Look at me thinking about illustration. Ooh. Look,
Awesome.
Colored by Rossi Fu. I
Rossi.
really. Hey, shut up.
Awesome.
That was my customer name.
It's really awesome that you have kept all of those. I mean, to see the progress over the years, looking at these and like how much you have grown since then. I mean,
I feel judged. You're judging me.
no, not at all. Not at all. I just see tons of enthusiasm in these pieces. I mean, I did the same. I was 15 probably at the same time when you were 15 because we are both 22. So yeah, I was doing the same stuff. Okay. So good.
Yeah, this is a guy. I rarely draw guys. So
Yeah,
I'm
high
trying
five,
to practice
dude.
more.
High five.
Girls, you know, they're just more
Yeah,
voluptuous.
there's
but
something about it. Yeah.
yeah, there's something about that. But here, I was so proud of this. You had no idea. I went home and showed my mom, and she probably hated it. But I was like, damn, look at what I created. Look at that writing, like giraffe, lion, tiger. Like I thought it was so cool. Oh man.
It is.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah,
man.
I think it is.
You should make a
this is
remake, man.
I will. This is the Tales of Symphonia. Oh, see, he had boobs here. This is a guy, but he had boobs. And swords and stuff.
You started experimenting with shading and
Yeah.
With male boobs.
I loved graffiti, and me and my friends, his name is Birdie, we would own a graffiti book. And every class we go to, we hand it off to each other, and we would just make like some graffiti. And I loved like it. Like this, it's kind of like weird, but I enjoyed graffiti so much. Just like kind of mess with weird kind of stuff and tagging and stuff like that. And one day, all my friends and I tagged my whole room, and my mom came home to like the smelliest painted house ever, and I got the beating for it, but it was so fun. Oh, God.
Even more ladies. There you go. The design language. The design language.
Oh, this is one of my first digital paintings. Like, I just got Photoshop.
Awesome, man.
And I think I called it like the eyes are here or something. Because I like to give like epic titles to my terrible work.
Every time. First work on the tablet, that was 2008 still? 9.
The first digital painting was March 24, 2009, I think.
2009. Okay, so that was, what, 6 years ago? Okay.
Oh my god, Atlantis lives inside of you. 20% opacity!
Watermarked.
Oh,
Bam!
It looks like she's holding a huge vodka bottle.
Oh, son.
Invisible vodka bottle.
Hey.
Awesome.
And then I started training.
Then you started.
Oh, God.
So that is conceptart.org period, when you were still not at school, but you were drawing, right?
Yeah, and then after I found out about it, I started like practicing every day.
Uh-huh.
And so oh, this is not working. Anyway. Okay. Maybe I can open it in Photoshop. 1 second.
Sure.
But this is when like I actually started like studying anatomy. Like I've never ever studied anatomy. So every day I would post a few of these because I did them all day. Went home from school and just started studying anatomy, and I was like, oh man, I don't know half the stuff. Oh, do you guys know Janashi and Hannes? Or I'm sure you guys know them, right?
We don't. But if you can, I recognize these kind of drawings when they. I remember something really similar to this drawing you have open right now with a lot of legs or hands in different position at the same time. It's like ghosting. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Jana Shimmer. Yeah.
Yeah. Jana Shimmer. Sorry, I know her from Janashi, and then Algin Fledger.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jana is outstanding.
They
did a lot
owned
of collabs on
concept.org, I felt like.
Yeah.
They owned concept.org, and I would check their sketchbook, and it would be something completely amazing, and then they did these limb things, and I tried to copy them. You know, I was like, oh my god, I want to be like them. And so I drew these weird limb things that they always did, and I was like, I hope I could be the next them. Because they were so cool. Because they like collab together, they would like work together, and I'm like, oh man, I wish I had someone to do it with. But yeah. Basically, I'm studying anatomy all day, like every day. Oh, this is my first environment. Hey, it's fucking cool. Okay, look.
These are TP, right?
I forgot what I called this. This is terrible. It was like something epic again.
I love I love rocks there. They're like just like top views.
Thank you.
Looks like a Ross Pools, definitely.
Thank you. They look like potatoes.
Literally, yes, they look like potatoes. Okay.
Show us more.
This is my other environment painting. Oh god. Hey, shut up, dude.
I'm just reading the sign.
I hate you. I'm insulted. Oh, this was a contest. Concept.org contest.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was so cool because I found this magic circle brush right here, and I used it right there, and I used it at the bottom, and I'm like, holy shit, that looks so cool. No one can even think of that. And I thought this was so good. You have no idea. I was so deluded.
Is your sketchbook on concept.org still available to go through? Or...
I deleted it. Sorry.
Oh, really? Okay.
I deleted
Like,
like my posts.
okay. Why
But
do we
look,
have
more
these?
limb things.
Oh, yeah.
Why does it say Chow 156, the previous one?
Oh, it called character. I forgot. Character something of the week. Character. It's weekly challenges that we could do. It's I forgot what it was called, but character something of the week.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and yeah, it's just some more anatomy that I did. Weird. Oh yeah, and look, Adobe Photoshop CS3 Extended. That
Oh, yeah.
tornado.
That's the first
Um,
version I tackled as well.
dude, oh my God, what did I have on here? Winamp, Yahoo Messenger, Mozilla Firefox,
Mozilla,
and
yeah.
AIM. Oh my
Paint.
God,
Even paint.
AIM. Oh, look at my swatches.
Yeah, you still love the
Swatches there.
swatches, yeah.
And then I started studying. Oh yeah, and then I did some live stuff. Oh yeah, and I put the time to tell you that I'm awesome. Look, I did this in 2 minutes. Oh God.
Yeah, so fast. So crazy.
Oh, this was I love. I thought I spent 24 hours on this. My mom got me a Cintiq. It was the small one because I was like, Mom, I'm done with the Copic marker. I want to upgrade to a Cintiq.
And that was after what? 2 years or?
It was like I got it was like a year.
Oh, a year. Okay, so that's a quick progression. Hey, mom,
Yeah.
buy me a $2,000 piece of hardware because I'm done with markers.
It was okay. I didn't like it that much. The small one, it was like way too small.
Yeah. Okay.
But this was for the contest, and I didn't make it, obviously. But I was proud of this. I spent so much time on this. And then after a few months of studying on my own a lot, I started kind of getting a little better. I'm try to like grow into.
Reminds me of Adam Hughes
Oh yeah.
drawings, like pin-up girls and all that. He's
Yeah.
drawing the covers.
The boobs got reduced. You see that? They're kind of like normal now.
God, you were older by like what? You were 16 or 17. You grew out of this.
I know, right? Oh, this was a present. On conceptart.org, we could do a Christmas present, and this was to HM Boredom, HMB, and it was a raffle. You know, the mods would private message you a random user that's participating, and you would make something for them. And the sad thing is, no one ever made me one, and I was so sad. Like, who? Someone that got my name didn't make me one, and I was like, oh man,
Cried a
I hate my
little.
life.
Yeah, these look great. I can feel like the amount of drawings are starting to pay off.
Yeah, I was so proud of this. Like, I was like, oh damn, look at my atmospheric perspective going in the back. This
It's
is the. What's that? Go ahead.
no, it's just really cool to see that you're kind of tackling the same subject matter from year to year, but with a different result. Even if you're in your work you're doing right now, I can see this same kind of soul going in there, and like the illustration you showed before in the throne room or something. There is something I can tell that it's yours still. It's funny, but like the aesthetic of the swords and all that, you like to experiment with this spiky kind of dragony kind of shapes and all that. I don't know. It's just funny to see that visual progression. What have you chosen to get through to your like future a little bit? I don't know if it does make sense, but I know it's like reading and these artworks. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. It's interesting you see that. Yeah. Oh, the dragony shape here. Yeah, it's like a pointed kind of curve right everywhere. Oh,
Yeah.
here too. Oh God. Oh man, I was so proud of this. I think I put this on Facebook and it got like 7 likes at the time. I was like, damn, 7 people like my stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and I put color dots there. Oh God, people are gonna rave about that.
That's the first time you're mentioning color dodge. How is that even possible? It's so late in the session you're mentioning color dodge. So
I
late.
know. Look. I hit the feet because I didn't know how to draw it. I hit the hands because I didn't know how to draw it. And my friend Brittany pointed me out on that. I'm like, she's like, show the limbs. But I was like, oh, it's grass, so you wouldn't see it.
Damn. Concept artist approach.
I know, right?
Problem solving at its best.
Oh man, I did this in December when I went to school, and I was so happy with this one. Wait, this is kind of later. 1 second, let me backtrack.
Okay, we are entering the school right now.
Oh, wait. I found my first vehicle I've ever done in my life. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that. That's amazing.
Oh, there's a guy there. 2 guys.
You got a rider one here. You got a rider up here. This one had the turret, and this one's looking into some weird thing.
That's awesome.
Oh, look at my cat. Look at my drop shadow. So cool.
Looks like a floating duck.
Dark, you're so kind today.
Thank you.
So what have you been motivating you to go further? I mean, you've been going through a lot of work, doing a lot of stuff, and making mistakes as anybody who improves. But what kept you going? What was the thing that you felt like were helping you to get up and keep moving?
I think just keep thinking about the place where I see myself fit, and I think my life has been a journey of trying to find that. And I want to have my own worlds, like Miyamoto, how he has Zelda, how he has Mario, and Seth MacFarlane. He's one of my biggest inspirations. How he's Family Guy, and he just wants to connect with people and also entertain people. So I think this the future, or the vision of the future into where I could go, I think helps motivate me to create my worlds, because I feel like they deserve to come to life.
That's awesome.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, totally. That's great. So that's a really deep kind of goal and motivation in there. So I can totally understand how it kept you fueled all this time, and it still keeps you going like crazy. You've been blowing up recently with work and everything. So
Oh man,
it's really cool to see that you're going for it. Yeah. And what can we see right now? What's that? Is it that your work you've been showing to get to Art Center?
Yeah, this is my entry portfolio. But to go off your thought about the YouTube channel, I was actually at a very dark place right before, which I'll talk more about later. But the entry portfolio. So I I told my mom I was sick, so I skipped school to work on this, and I thought, man, I was so excited because Scott Robertson was the chair, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to show Scott my stuff, And here, like, a pump cannon, a combat pistol. Oh man, these were so fun. I had so much fun doing this. You had no idea. Yeah, there you go. And I had so much fun, like, thinking about different types of a character and what they have. And so this was my entry portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
And it's centered around this chick right here, Luna. And here's Luna's dagger, and I put a call out, a hand placement, because I'm cool, like this is how she's gonna hold this thing. And thumbnails, the concept art thing.
So were you given the guidelines how to build a portfolio for this specific goal?
I looked around at other people's entry portfolio, and one person that really helped me was Justin Oxford. He actually posted his portfolio online, and he showed me kind of what to do and how to guide me. Also, I asked an artist called Edmund Liang at a point about Art Center, and he kind of helped me as well. And also, if you guys know an artist named Ahmed Al-Douri, he's probably one of the people that helped me get where I am, and he's helped shape, really helped me out in every aspect of my career. And he sent me his entry portfolio, and I learned a lot from it as well. So
it's really cool to know that every person that is I think a professional right now or is kind of breaking in has this person that kind of helped them to get through. I can see it more and more often that when I ask people about that, there's always someone that helped them tremendously in terms of taking them, grabbing them from one place, and taking them to a totally different place. I don't know what your experience is with that, but it sets up that mindset of giving back to people, right? It's really important since I think in our industry you don't really have to have an education in terms of a diploma, so it's possible to be mentored or brought to the light of being a professional by somebody who is just trusting you or willing to give your time. That's really outstanding.
I had no idea. I was 16, and I was still in high school, and I told Ahmed I was coming for this industry show thing that I want to know more about entertainment design, and he offered a place to stay, and I stayed there, and he was just helping me out the whole time, and it was just the kind gestures like that I remember, and stuff like that. I don't know.
So this is schoolwork.
Yeah. We're going into a little schoolwork right now.
So maybe you can tell us how have your everyday school day looked like? What were the subjects you were studying, and how was the entertainment design course constructed?
Right.
Maybe about that.
It was entertainment design at Art Center is really industrial design. And half the people complained that they weren't illustrating but more building, because we had to build a lot of stuff. We had to shave things and put things together and draw it in perspective, and half the people hated it. Me, I was just oh, fine, let me just do it, get this over with, and I try not to stress out about it. But each day it was 12 hours of homework because you had 6 classes. And you had so much, and if people weren't getting at least 4 hours of sleep a night only, and it was so rigorous, but it teaches how to work smarter, and I think that's what I got a lot from Art Center.
How to be smart about your time and.
Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
How long have you been there, actually?
I've been there since I was 17, and I'm graduating this December.
Oh, so you're still on.
Soul Search, and yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I came back, and I want to graduate. I know the degree doesn't matter, but it's for my parents too. And having that paper and the society and what they grew up in, I think it would make them really happy. So that's why I went back to school as well.
That's beautiful. That's awesome. It's yeah, they trusted you and they gave so much to.
They gave you Cintiq and all that stuff. So you need to pay off right now.
Mom, you gave me a Cintiq. I have to finish school.
Oh man.
Awesome. Swatches.
Look at Swatches. Oh, where? Oh, here? Oh, this was ARC 2. This was 2 years ago. Oh man. This was this class was so hard. I failed so bad. I felt like, but I felt I learned so much. It's like a room design for Gladiator. In school.
So did you pick the palettes before you changed them or after?
Sorry?
Did you pick those palettes before you changed the environment or the other way around?
I picked these swatches first,
Okay.
and then I painted on top.
Right.
Let's see. Oh, I was so proud of this. You had no idea. I was like, I worked so hard on this, and I was working at Tyler West's studio, and he helped me grow so much. And on our break we would just kind of doodle, and he helped me with this, and I felt so proud of it because I was like, oh my god, detail! Let's put detail literally everywhere. Everyone's gonna think it's so impressive because there's so much detail. Man. This was fun. We had to kind of redesign like these kind of Batman things. I had so much fun with this. It's a stealth rifle.
Nice.
Bow and arrow kind of thing. Oh, these are my figure drawings that from fifth term, which is I think 2.5 years ago. I had a lot of fun with these. I think the thing about Art Center that I loved was the people there were so motivated and so willing to like thrive into these conditions to get where they are. So every class you would see people do amazing work and it pushes you to be better. There's this artist, Asaf Horowitz, and he's one of my closest friends, and he would do the most amazing figure drawings. And I felt like I was so bad because I saw him and I just wanted to like be like him because his stuff was so amazing. So you couldn't check him out. But that's the thing I love about Art Center. It's like people there, they are motivated. Like they will grind and try to be the best, and it's like friendly competition.
Wow, these are awesome. I love these.
Oh, thanks, man.
Pencils. These are pencils, right?
Oh yeah. They're pencil.
You had really good drawings back then, but now it's really improved.
Thanks, man.
Crazy.
Oh, I'm guessing some of you have heard that I've been studying before with Jamie Jones as part of my independent study. So people have been asking me what I was learning. Basically, I just did a lot of studies, a lot of studies. Simple composition. I learned about kind of. He teaches me to think, which I try to teach other people how to think about their kind of the approach that they do. Because before, when I was just doing, like I'm just going to make art. But he teaches me, let's think about the story. Let's think about how we can make this. Let's solve problems. Why is this color the way it is? Why are certain shapes different from each other? And he kind of taught me, oh yeah, this was 1 week's personal paintings. Yeah, basically I had to do a bunch of these like every week to get fresh ideas, to get like thumbnails. Oh, I always wanted to do this one. It was like a DJ and a girl playing with her shoe, and then and I thought it was so cool because there's like computer in the background, there's keyboards, and he's a DJ and stuff like that. So I did so many of these, and he would critique me pretty hard. So I like learned a lot from him. And
so that was a class on art center, or
it's called an independent study. You can sign up with like say they pay Jamie. So one day when I attended a Jamie workshop, I was like, hey Jamie, I'm thinking about doing an independent study soon, and they're gonna pay you to help me out. Do you think you'd be interested in that? And he said, yeah. So I would meet at his house once a week, and he would help me, and we did 2 independent studies.
Jesus,
And
that's like
he had like
personal training with Jamie Jones. Jesus
yeah,
Christ,
yeah, yeah, and
that's
I think
awesome.
the coolest thing about that was his wife was pregnant, and
Mhm.
I got to watch like be in the process of his son being born, and because 2 terms is like almost a year, it feels like. It's like 7, 8 months. So his son was born, and I was Uncle Ross, and I got to hold the baby, and then and I
Uncle Ross.
Nice.
I felt part of their family because we went to the museum and things like that. I don't know. This is for Arc 2. I had to redesign Edna Mode's room from The Incredibles, and so I'm trying to, yeah. Let's see.
Is the process of those concepts the one that is like set, ahead? Like you have to draw it first, and then you have to paint, or you can use any tool that you want, or there are any restrictions regarding the workflow and the process of doing them?
Yeah. Arc 2, you had to really nail the line drawing first. They don't let you paint at all first. You have to do the line drawing, figure out the perspective. If the perspective is wrong, they're gonna knock you down really hard. So this perspective's okay. It's not anything great. But I think I made it a lot better in my painting. But basically, each week is you pitch a concept. This is why you're doing it. This is why the room looks the way it is, and these are the colors. And this is why, basically, they want you to be thinkers. Art Center teaches you how to think. And I think that's such a great tool when you go out in the world because you solve problems. Design is problem solving, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was what I had in my portfolios. And then
Awesome.
all this is just weird shenanigans that just floats around every now and then.
Okay, so maybe let's go through that now, and maybe you can tell us a little bit how you have, like, I can feel like your style has kind of, you have established your own language, like visual language. Like, I can tell you
Interesting.
still experiment a lot, but I can definitely tell which piece is yours and which piece it's not. Like, in terms of the way you pick colors and the way your brushwork works and the way you compose things. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about your regular process for these pieces. Is it the same process every time, or you experiment and it grows out of it? I don't know.
Yeah. It's so difficult to talk about process because every painting process is different. All these have a different process. The thing I show on YouTube is more of like how do I streamline my process for people to learn. But this probably started with like a photograph of like a sewer or something. I have no idea. But usually when I start by seeing something I'm inspired by. If it's fashion or if it's like a guy riding a horse or something like that, find something that you can go after, and then I kind of make the image around that. I forgot what these inspirations were, but this was probably one of my favorite pieces personally because I had such a hard time doing this, and this was I felt like my breakthrough piece for myself personally. I think this was 2011, 2012, and it was like everything I've done in a way because art center is like a lot of training, and then one day I wanted to do a personal painting, and I applied all those skills that I learned about into this painting, and I was so happy with it, and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be cool. It's gonna be grass, and there's gonna be dogs, and they're gonna have like these shiny collars, and there's gonna be this guy with a gun, and he's gonna walk to the vast distance. So with this piece, I thought more about narrative, and like thought more of like, how do I want the person to feel? And I think since then I worked on impact, because me, if anyone sees me work, I paint really small. Like Like the painting doesn't exceed like it's if this whole screen was my canvas, I would paint like that. It would be that small, and I hated it. But it kind of taught me how to think of the bigger picture and impact. Because I think when we respond to impact, like, whoa, what is this? We click on it, and it's like, and then you can appreciate it. I think if something doesn't have impact, we might just scroll past it. Because I think that's in the society we live in today. We just scroll past things because we have so much information, so many photos, so many updates that we just scroll past things. So,
yeah. So you make sure the image hits you from the beginning. And how do you? What are the tools for you to get there? Is it a contrast or composition or? Everything.
I think it goes off in inspiration. I have fashion. So I have like 5 gigs of inspiration, or more, of just like this is so fucking cool. I have no idea, and so I would kind of like this. Right now, I'm so inspired by this. I could make a whole painting off of the concept of like this circle right here and these contrasted lines. And I think this is impactful, you know. And maybe I would turn this inspiration into a painting. A lot of my paintings are through kind of inspiration and impact. Like this, like holy shit, that's so cool. And the lips with the fabric. So I think I encourage everyone to just make inspiration folders because they're going to feed in your work. I love this. Isn't that cool? Like it's just cool. Yeah. So I guess
feed yourself. Yeah, you feed yourself with visuals. And where do you go for that? All that, like, is it a Tumblr, Pinterest, something like that, right?
Yeah. I used to be on Tumblr. I'm on there less now because I don't have that much time. But I have I think 30,000 likes that I saved on Tumblr. And so it was like a massive. It took a long time to save all of this, but like that's so cool. Like I would make a painting off of that. Yeah. So I think through exposure too. You know, like when you go in your daily lives, I think a lot of people tend to just look in concept art, like what other concept artists are doing. The thing is, the people that you admire and really like, they have years of experience, life experience. You know, they love hobbies. They love looking at different stuff. And I think the more that you're exposed to other things than just not concept art, like just in your daily lives, I think I guess it will influence your work in some shape or form.
Totally.
Yeah.
So looking outside of the concept art bubble, right? So important. Yeah, you're so right. You're looking at a lot of fashion design and
yeah, Alexander McQueen. I love fashion design because it's almost like concept art in real life on the runway, you know, and it just walks down and you see it, and it's just in there. Also, John Galliano, he makes the most awesomest freaking runway thing. Like design. I'll look at Alexander McQueen and John Galliano are probably one of my top favorites. Like this is so cool. Like all this stuff is really cool. Like that's a freaking concept art thing, I feel like too. Like the makeup and the design. Like he had to think of that and translate it in person. So he had to design that and think about the flow and impact. Like I feel like it impacts you. Oh, this is probably one of my favorite collection that he did. Like this, just like the shapes and just the flow and the impact. Like if that would walk down and you would see it, it's like holy crap, that looks freaking awesome. What do you shoot? Like fire bolts, you know?
Totally. Thank you for sharing these. Yeah, these names as well. Yeah, McQueen, obviously.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone has heard Alexander McQueen, but he died, and I think I want to show you that this one dress that probably one of my favorite dresses I've ever seen. It's like a dragon dress, and it's so freaking cool. Oh, there it is! Holy crap! Look at that on the left.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that. I respond to very strong females. That's why I think I make a lot of female work. And this is probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Like, holy crap, that's so cool. Yeah. Sorry, just to
No, it's perfect. Perfect to see that.
go on about that.
Yeah, I love the shape as well. Yeah, incredible. Thank you for sharing these. It's so important to look outside of the concept art bubble, as you said, to find your own
Yeah.
kind of visual folder and drop stuff there. And like you say, if you're saying that, like almost every piece grows out of an inspiration like that, am I right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think every piece kind of pulls out an inspiration in some way or another.
That's great. Yeah, I
Awesome.
love this one. This is actually I think my phone wallpaper right now.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
that's awesome.
this was so special to me. It was like everything it was like this was I felt like I did well. You know, like when you do paintings and it's like, oh god, I guess it's gonna be okay, or okay, whatever. But I felt so proud of this painting. I'm like, I think I did a great job, and I'm gonna close my window because there's a loud dog.
No worries.
But this was really hard for me, and like Jamie would critique it pretty hard because he felt it had so much potential, and so I changed it every week for a few weeks, and then one day I felt like it clicked, and I showed him, and he was like, "There it is,
Oh,
there it
God.
is, bro."
It's really awesome to me.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
I
I really
mean,
appreciate it.
to have a constant feedback on a piece from Jamie and to have, like, how much time you have worked on this?
This was maybe 20 hours of trying to figure the whole thing out. I think it was.
Okay,
I
but
took a lot
you
of
have,
breaks.
yeah, you took a lot of breaks. That's what I was. Yeah, and you had Jamie looking at it as well. Also, like,
Mhm.
how strongly have he been, like, has he been impacting your process? How did
Um,
it influenced you? Maybe changed your workflow? Maybe you can talk a little bit about that. What do you have borrowed from him in terms of
right.
mindset? Maybe
Mhm.
technicality. Go ahead.
I think I learned a lot. I think I mentioned before how to think because he's a thinker. He knows
Yeah.
how to solve problems and images and how, like, so he would give me books on basic composition, and I would have to do them. Basic composition, basic drawing things. Like, we worked really. He really liked this piece that I worked on with him. Basically, like the different shape. Like he's very square. She has a circle around her, and basically every shape or every kind of decision has a meaning. And he teaches me that like this is going to be here. This little thin line is going to be right here, and it's going to be white because it's going to contrast or something. This pink is going to be here, and it showed power, and we're going to put it on the flags because it's going to represent her or something. Um, so he teaches me a lot about like storytelling and how different shapes influence each other, and then how to work the composition into delivering that into the final piece, if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally. You have talked a little bit about books you've been sharing with you. Has been sharing with you. Maybe you can. You have a. No, I'm not expecting a list, but maybe some titles you could share with us. I mean, maybe there are books in your life that helped you a lot. Maybe there's something you can. Yeah, Edgar Payne.
Yeah. He was a big Edgar Payne guy, and basically Edgar Payne has this over here, this composition thing, and I would kind of have to study and do them. And this was really helpful in my journey. So I really recommend his books. I can't really think of any others at the current moment.
Okay, that's great.
But yeah.
So for how
And
long
Loomis, obviously.
Loomis, yeah. For how long have you been uh, working with Jamie, and how do you think it? Um, so you're still getting help from him right now, or?
No, I haven't talked to him in like maybe a year since
Okay.
he had his son being born. Yeah, I kind of left Art Center for a little bit, and just soul search and be on my own and try something new. And so I kind of quit art for a year, and then you know, things you soul search and you find things and you realize things by yourself.
Okay.
And yeah. So no.
So how have it how have you come to this place where you had decided to take a break? Like how have it knowing how strong it was in you since you were what, 16, 15, or even back then, how you have grew to the decision of taking a break for a year? That should have been a big break.
I think in today's industry, I almost like we do labels, you know, like oh, this person is an artist. Oh, this person is like a I don't know, McDonald's employee. So and then we have a fixed image because that's what society has brought upon us. So I love to make people laugh, right? Like I love to like have fun and connect with people at the same time do art. And I felt like I didn't know how to do that. So I moved to Los Angeles. Actually, my grandma died, and that was my first death in my life. And that didn't register first, and then it did, and it ripple effect. Because she was like my best friend. I loved her to death, and I felt so bad because I always hung up the phone to do homework, and I never talked to her. And then one day she was not there anymore. And so I always kind of held that against me, like, and I miss her so much. And I knew that she wanted me to be everything I wanted to be. So I moved to Los Angeles to pursue acting because I wanted to do it. And I knew that she would trust me and she would want me to do whatever I do. So I moved to a studio apartment and I researched, like I started at ground zero. I had no idea what I was doing. I looked up an acting school, I looked at resources, and then I went, and it was so different and so new, but I loved it and I thought I'd be great at it. It was like the same kind of, it was like such a different feeling to do something completely new. So I was in class connecting with people, hearing about their experiences, and then I went on auditions. I got headshots, and I landed a cool manager. And I think the coolest thing I've ever done was I got to audition for a pilot for Fox as a series regular. And it was a few months ago actually, and it was so crazy because I thought that was my big break. You know, I've been studying acting for a few months, and my manager got me this huge audition for a series regular for Fox that I thought was my big break, and the role was so perfect for me. It's an Asian American male, fresh out of college. He's a designer, and he's awkward around women. Oh my god! And I was like, this is my part. And I hired my acting teacher.
Sounds just like you.
I hired my acting teacher, and she helped me. And oh my god, on the day of the audition, I drew up. You know, and my friend was there to help me run lines right before I came in. I was like, all right, here we go, and I got all dressed up. And then I went in, and it was the smallest room ever, and there were so many lights on me. And the executive producer of Psych and Scrubs was in there watching me, and they sat on the couch, and I was like, I'm trained for this. Don't get nervous, Ross, because I get like really nervous when this is like a 6'6" room and like 800,000 lights, and I did it, and I made them laugh, and they're like, oh, great audition, and I was like, oh, thank you, and I walked out feeling so good, and I like jumped, I was like, yeah, on the Fox lot. I'm like, come on, come on. And then I think a week goes by and I hear nothing. And I call my manager. I'm like, hey, did you hear anything about the Fox pilot? Because I thought I did really well. He's like, oh yeah, the next day they released a breakdown looking for a white guy. I was like,
Ah, they
oh,
changed the role.
yeah. But at least they didn't go with an Asian guy because no one could play me better than me. So
Yeah,
it
you
was okay.
nailed it.
And then like I thought, and then I kind of fell into art again, kind of creating, because when I was going to auditions, I felt like I was a blank canvas for them to put their role on me, and I wasn't myself. Like they didn't know me as an artist; they just knew me as, oh, this next actor coming in, and I wanted to almost do art again. And I looked at Seth MacFarlane's journey because he's an entertainer and a creator. You know, he's a family guy, and he entertains people. He makes people laugh and he connects with them. And I looked at his journey, and he pitched Family Guy, and he got it made, and he became the youngest TV executive producer at 24. And I wanted to follow like in his footsteps, and I didn't know how to do it because art is such a mask. You know, you create this, you put it on the internet, and people know you for your art, but not you as a person. So my friend at YouTube, I was telling him, I was like, hey, I had no idea. I have no idea how to do this, but I really want to do it. And, like I'm just waiting, and like I had a big meeting too that keep on getting pushed, and I felt unprioritized and unvalued because my meeting kept getting pushed to make my own IP into movies. But I have to understand that's the nature of the business. You have to prove yourself, and agents are busy. So I told my friend I'm kind of depressed. You know, I feel like I'm stuck. I have nothing to do. I was waking up, just playing games, going to bed, and doing absolutely nothing. Go to the gym, and that's it. And then my friend like just launched that YouTube channel you wanted to do. I was like, I don't know if that's my thing because you know people usually do long tutorials and they explain their process, and I feel like I don't know if that's my thing. He's like, you should give it a try. I was like, all right, I'll maybe do it next year. He's like, just do it now. You never know what might happen, you know. And I was like, I don't know. He's like, trust me, Ross. You trust me. Just do it. And he's my roommate's boyfriend. Um, so the next week, I took a week off and I just planned. I just had so much fun. I just planned like different things I was gonna do, you know, and I failed and I did lighting setups and I learned how to use After Effects and the camera, and I was just like having so much fun. It felt like I was discovering art again. You know, like when you first discover it, you want to keep learning more about it. Like, how do you do this? How do you create this character? How do you make this? And I was having so much fun just making my YouTube channel, and then I was like, oh no, here it goes. I'm about to click publish. Here goes nothing. And everything from there is just I have no idea.
Accelerated. Yeah, I think it's a good place to start talking about exactly this, the YouTube channel. You explained it really, really well, how it grew out of your need to make people smile and be an artist at the same time, an entertainer, and I think it merges so well, and
Thanks, man.
it shows through your videos. Like the amount of energy you're passing through these videos is just outstanding. Like, yeah, I feel so energized when I'm watching these, and they're so fun and so positive, you know. So yeah, maybe you can show us your YouTube channel now. That would be great to
Oh
see.
God.
Yeah,
My
let's
YouTube
go.
channel? Yeah.
Let's do
So
it.
I thought Ross Jaws was a cool handle, you know, Ross Jaws, different things. And I went through shit to get this name because you have to have like 500 subscribers, and I didn't have any subscribers, so I had to like beg all my friends to subscribe. But so basically, this is my channel, guys.
Yeah, guys.
And I'm just being freaking weird, making an explosion, and I feel
I
like
love the explosion.
there it is, more explosion, and then paint, and I'm trying to improve with each video. You know, I like listen to what the community has to say and try to always improve, but keep my own voice. So this is the first Ross Draws video, you know.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. Like how well produced it is as well. Like
Oh, thanks, man.
yeah, it really shows. It's really nice, and there are not that many people on YouTube doing quality and fun tutorials like you do, because I feel like in your videos there's always that fun part, that information part, and that interesting part, and that inspiration part. Like you're merging these so nicely that it's just the funniest for 5 minutes during the day, really, when the video is out. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah,
guys,
you know, like I love like kind of.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to tell that if you
Sorry,
want
what
to subscribe to Ross Draws, just go in to YouTube, Ross Draws, and there is a link to the YouTube channel right in the description to Level Up Session. So yeah, guys, go subscribe and stay tuned for every video. I love them. So yeah, go ahead. Sorry for interrupting.
No. Yeah, I wanna. I'm always trying to find the perfect balance between having fun and teaching, because I don't want to maybe like teach too much where you don't want to watch anymore, or maybe have too much fun that you don't learn anything or something like that. I mean, so I'm trying to just keep a balance between them, and trying to develop and grow as I go along.
Totally. Yeah. So along with your YouTube, you have launched Patreon. So maybe you can talk a little bit about what Patreon is to those who don't know, and
So Patreon is just an outlet for people to get support. Because after to get support, so basically you pledge like a certain amount of money, like $1, $1 a month or $1 a week, to $5 or something like that, and you can get goodies, and you can support the artist into what they're doing. And a lot of people have been catching on to this because they want to support their creators and the people that make them happier, I guess, or something that may make them feel good. And this is the way to do so. So I thought it would be a great way to give the contents out, because people have been asking for more in-depth tutorials. And my style for my videos is more of like let's show this. And Patreon was a great outlet for me to just provide all the files if you wanted it. And I would create a whole in-depth tutorial about what I'm thinking, and basically what Jamie taught me and what I've learned, and everything that I'm thinking about for artists that are trying to better their work, trying to find new ways to think, how to solve problems, different methods I'm thinking about. So basically, this is like a breakdown of everything that I did in video, and I would release this 24 to 40 hours after the video is airing, so it can be fresh. And so, like here, I talk about cutting corners and leaving the eyes. Like, why did I put the spear there? You know, and why did I use different brushes? And I try to create a more like extensive experience for my audience. And also, this is a sneak peek of tomorrow's episode. If you could, I'm doing Wolverine tomorrow. And here's the tutorial that I'm whipping out. A lot of people have been messaging me saying they love what I do, but they don't have the funding to support me, which is fine. Like, I don't like, hey, it's it's absolutely 100% okay. But if you would support me, that'd be great too. So here's Wolverine, and this is what you're getting. Simple shapes, planning, and composition, and then blocking and flow. This is what I'm thinking about. The mass breakup, and including the background, different shortcuts, hue and saturation, silhouette, and then the last 10%.
I fucking love this. This is
beautiful. Thank you. Oh man, this is a sneak peek for you guys watching.
Yeah, exciting. Really awesome. Yeah, and there's a lot of knowledge in these pages. Nice. Yeah, I mean, okay, so in order to get this, what should I do? I go to Patreon and I choose the pledge, right?
Yeah. If you want to get this, you can give $5. This is my dinner tier. I thought it was so clever. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever. And I had the icon here. But $5 gets you the full resolution image, process photos, the full in-depth written tutorial of what I just did. You also get the PSD and brushes used. And if it grows, I would love to give you additional footage because I don't use all my footage. And I would love to upload it for you guys, for you to have more extensive experience. So I want to use Patreon as a extended outlet to what I'm doing. I don't want to constantly just be on there and create 150%. I want it to be just like hey, if you like what I'm doing, you can get the files, and here you go, and you can learn more. And that's what it is.
That's great. Darek, make sure to post the link to Patreon to the event page and the link to the YouTube channel as well. So guys, if you're watching this session right now and you're looking for the links to all of that, you will find them in the description to this video or in the Facebook event page, which has the same name as this video. So any books mentioned, any links, you will find them there. Yeah, it looks like nowadays you have tons of tools that you can play around with as an artist to get yourself independent. What do you think about that? Like, how will it change the way artists create? I mean, it's really awesome to see you going out of this mindset of being on your own. Like, do you do freelance work still? Like,
I do some freelance work, but mainly I'm in school again, and I'm working on I have one class, and that is advanced screenwriting. So I'm trying to write the script for maybe you like to see that. I'm trying to write the story and script to some of my franchises that I'm working on, but basically, yeah, I'm just kind of on my own right now until December when I graduate, and then the rest is history. But sorry, what was your question about the tools again?
I don't know. I'm just talking. I was just wondering. I'm really happy that it goes into that direction. That you can support yourself as an artist, as an independent artist with a strong voice like you have one. And I don't know. It's just really cool to see that it really works out for you, and all the energy you're putting out there, it really, really shows and translate to other people. So that it's really good to see that. I was wondering,
what's that?
The demo part. I think it's time for painting.
Oh, okay. Okay, one small little peek because I'm so hard, and then we'll go in there.
That's the story you're working on.
Oh yeah, this is a project on Atlantis.
That's awesome.
And don't show anyone because I'm still working on it, guys. But they hunt mermaids, and these are some of my images that I'm working on.
Oh, nice.
Which I'm just breathing through. This is a environment I'm kind of working on. I love like a kind of cool kind of ice sheets kind of thing, and it's another environment. Yeah, I had to show these today to my agent because we're trying to find the right IP for me to create, and I have I think 3 or 4 right now, and I'm trying to find the best one for right now.
Okay, for the breaking in time.
Yeah, for the breaking in the trick. Oh, this is my other one. All right. Anyways, painting time.
Oh God, man, it's so good to see that you're working so hard behind the scenes as well.
Man,
that's awesome. Really excited.
Not enough time today.
Crossing my fingers for all of these IPs and for the one you'll pick first. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So
are you going to paint?
Do you want me to paint?
Yeah,
of course, man.
Start painting. Start painting now.
The pressure is on. The pressure is on.
Okay.
No.
Actually, I wanted to ask you if you go to
What's
the
up?
demo part, because there are a couple of questions already, and people are discussing some of them. Wouldn't you mind us to ask you a question during while you're painting?
Oh yeah, ask away. I'm all ears. Go ahead.
Oh, cool. All right.
Man, this is intimidating. Oh my god.
Chill out.
Yeah, don't worry, man. You'll be fine.
Darek?
Oh
Yeah,
man.
all right. There was the question. I'm just looking through it, but I remember it was. What do you think? What's more important in concept art? Functionality or just overall visual? Or maybe both in the same time. It's like, what's your opinion about it? Because people were discussing it.
What's more important, visual or
Yeah.
functionality?
What do you think?
I think they go in one in one together, you know, because design is problem solving, and good design is kind of like, I feel it's second nature, like you don't realize it. Like we as humans, we are beautiful design. You mean like we grew from freaking monkeys and apes into the design we are now, and people like kind of forget that sometimes. And basically, I think functionality goes in with design, but thinking about how the function works, that's where your voice comes in, as your experiences and how you deal with problems. So I think they go in one together. I mean, we all love pretty shit, but if it doesn't work, then I don't know.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I think it's just about finding a right balance between those two. And as you said, both together works, you know, if they are somehow maintained during the work. So, yeah, thanks, man.
I have another question that I kind of took from the chat pretty early.
Yeah.
What were some hurdles that you have faced and that were hardest to accomplish, most rewarding to overcome? I guess the biggest obstacles you've been through during your creative path.
It was definitely trying to find where I belong, I feel like. And I think I kind of expressed that before.
Yeah.
Hardships. I think we all want to just be ourselves, and it's so hard when there isn't an outlet for that. And so my personal hardship was putting myself out there to kind of the world being judged for it, and I had to overcome just what people thought in general, because if you live your life just always catering around people and always thinking about what other people think of you, then you are just going to be just another kind of worker, like a slave worker, and you're never going to grow into your true power.
Mm-hmm.
So personally, I'm feeling that I'm starting to become in my own power and in my own voice, and I think that was one of my biggest hurdles. Like I was always in the roller coaster, you know, like on the roller coaster going up, you know. And then now I feel like I took the leap to just go down and catch everything, catch the wave.
That's exciting, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty fast and high velocity as well. So awesome. Okay. Okay, I'm looking at the questions again.
I got another one.
Yeah.
This is really good one. What would be your advice for the guys that want to have like a high quality industrial design concept art portfolio? What would you advise them? What would be your advice for them?
Okay, I have two advice for this. I have really two advice for this, because I think people nowadays are trying to become too much like a robot. Like, okay, I'm going to do this environment this way, and it's going to look like every other environment, which is good, which can get you hired. But I don't think you would last long, if that makes any sense, because you're easily disposable. I think what makes a great portfolio is something that's so true to you, like you love. Like Justin Sweet, like you think of that guy, and you kind of know what you're getting and more.
Yeah,
So
so something that reflects you, right?
yeah, your voice.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. And once that, like, you can tell who is producing art and who is doing it out of passion. Like, it has that, I don't know, energy to it. And I have seen artists that were doing work, and then they did their personal stuff. And it's
Yeah.
incredible how different it can be, and how, like, it's just two different people suddenly, totally different people. Like,
Yeah.
pieces look like from totally different, like, yeah, it's incredible how much one can grow once he kind of, or she unveiled her inner inspiration, or you let somebody talk in their own language.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Talking their own language.
Yeah. But first you have to build it, right? You kind of have to
Yeah, exactly.
learn the alphabet.
You got
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I think school is a good way to do that. Like a lot of people can't afford some like schools like that. But we could do this. We could learn anywhere. I feel like if we really wanted to, we could learn anywhere.
Guys, in the meantime, I mean, everybody's looking at the line drawing, but there is a small thumbnail at the bottom right, and I think Jonas is using a vending machine right now, which is outstanding to have a second screen with a live preview of Tokyo. That's great.
I'm thirsty,
man.
dude, and I get back to work.
We can barely hear you, but it's good that we have you here, man, as well. That's great. So Ross, going back to the drawing you're doing, maybe you can tell a little bit about the process and how you think about designing shapes right now. It would be great to hear something about what you're doing right now.
Basically, I love. So I picked a mermaid because I'm currently developing a mermaid, and I love mermaids, and I think we need more mermaids. But I'm trying to maybe give a spin on a mermaid. So things I think about are what do mermaids kind of have? I think they have, of course, the long kind of fish fin right here. So I try to maybe exaggerate that, maybe take up a lot of the painting to give you that elongated long feel. And all of this can maybe just be kind of intricate kind of detail. And maybe she's like a kind of gargoyle, kind of demon with like a staff or like a trident or something. And all I'm thinking about is flow. Everything kind of just flows up. Everything just flows within each other. And the shapes, I just think about kind of like the flow of in the story. So I want her to feel like she's powerful. These shapes are pointy, and they kind of, this is maybe can protect her because it's almost covering her. Yeah, just kind of little story things like that. If that makes sense.
Totally.
Right. Looking at your tasks from Art Center, you've been telling us that you are doing a lot of. They focus a lot of stuff on line drawing, right? And you are just starting with line right now with drawing. And does it happen that you also go fully with brushes first, or you just tend to try to draw out everything first and then finish it later with brushes?
Honestly, people have been asking me to line draw in my videos. But I feel like if you're watching from a phone, they might not show up. But I actually line draw in my video tomorrow. And I thought this would be a great time to just like line draw and just show it from the very beginning, instead of messing around with photos and stuff like that. So I thought it was just a great time to just like bust out some like fun lines.
Yeah, that's great. I've noticed that you have been starting with line drawing that you probably prepared before the recording of the video, right? Or you have already established before the recording.
This
no,
line drawing order?
no, not this one. The one with the Game of Thrones girl. See, oh god, that's so embarrassing. I don't know these characters. I'm going to burn. But
It's all good.
yeah, I'm not watching Game of Thrones, and everybody hates me because of that. But okay.
Yeah, usually I line draw and I figure out what I kind of want the day before, because the last thing I want to do is take up 3 hours to try to find something to work with.
Yeah.
So I kind of plan it a day before, and then the actual day when I actually film it, then I just have something to kind of work after. Like, oh, yes, I'm going to approach it like this. Because problem solving and thinking of the sketch and design and stuff can be quite tedious. And I only have a certain amount of film, and my computer can't handle like hours and hours of doodling.
Yeah.
So yeah, a day before usually I just kind of figure something out.
Yeah, it's good to be prepared. Yeah, here on Level Up, we're improvising a lot because that's our, the way we are, and we have to be since it's live, and we kind of have to improvise most of the time. But yeah, I can tell you're filling out the shape you just drew, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to just.
But that's something we have seen in your videos as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there some like a certain something that you would guys like me to expand on? Maybe how I use photo texture. I think some of you have been asking how I go about like making textures in my painting or getting like a different kind of approach. So maybe I could do that later on if you have time.
Yeah, we still have like at least half an hour, so that's plenty.
Okay.
Seeing how fast you're proceeding with that. Yeah.
I feel like I'm a really slow painter, so if I do really long videos, like it's like, oh god, let's just take a trip somewhere. When he's back, he'll be halfway done or something. I just feel like I don't know.
Let me look at the questions again. Okay, so if you are doing a completely new thing, I guess, an illustration or a concept, how much time do you spend on research? How do you look for studies? How to apply them? How much time do you spend on the illustration? An efficient way of studying. That's a long and complicated question, but I guess how much time you spend on research preparation. You just answered it a little bit versus the process, the actual painting.
Yeah. For projects in school, we're required to do mood boards, which I love. Basically, just a bunch of inspiration images, and we would spend maybe a week on that. I think it's just good to just have any kind of a foundation into like inspiration is a great foundation, because the thing I think people hate most is a white canvas. Like, holy shit, what the fuck do I do with this freaking white canvas? I'm supposed to paint on this? Really? No.
Intimidating. Yeah.
It is really intimidating. So for me right here, when I'm starting this new, I kind of have mermaids in mind, you know? Like, even though I'm not entirely sure where it's going to be, I'm just kind of feeling it out. I have a rough inspiration, which are mermaids. I love mermaids. And I want to make her, like, demonized or something. So, because if you think about it, people, we just, it's basically everything we've seen, you know? No one can create something completely new. That doesn't exist. You know, everything is like a remix of everything else. if so the things we've seen, the things we're exposed to, that's what we have in our tool arsenal to create the images that we have. And the bigger your tool arsenal, the bigger or the more tools that you have to pull from. And so, yeah, just make really cool image boards. I feel like, I don't know.
There's another question regarding composition. Do you plan your compositions first before you start painting, or do you put those lines or strokes first and progress from them?
Composition is tricky. I always keep altering my composition as I go. It started with the head, if you guys saw that, and I just kind of extended it that way. I never know what my composition is.
Okay, so you don't plan it, you just improvise and let your gut.
Yes.
Yeah.
Instinct. Yeah.
There you go. So when do you think you you develop that instinct for sure? And is that just mileage, like the drawing experience you have, and the amount of good compositions you looked at before, and where is that gut feeling start to work? Actually, maybe started to work for you. Were there a click moment for you?
I think it's, dude, I'm so bad at composition. But I think it's just, as you keep doing it, you'll get more used to it. So I think input is output. So I just kept doing shitty work, and eventually sometime I'll have a breakthrough. And I'll feel okay about a certain composition. But I think the end result is constant battle of where I started. Like, it's like a lot of problem solving, and you kind of have to try to problem solve it. That's why I like to teach people how to solve problems more than technique. Does that kind of answer the question?
Yeah, totally. You're just nailing it. I'm just looking into the chat again. So guys, if you have posted questions before, I may have skipped them because there's so many people talking in the chat. So make sure to copy paste them right now so I can pick them out. But I have some stacked already. So regarding Art Center, oh god, okay, something happening with the colors. What's happening?
Oh, I just added a gradient. Don't worry, I didn't do anything. It's just a gradient.
Just a gradient. Okay.
Just a gradient.
Let me know when you color judge.
I'll tell everybody when I'm
everybody will know, probably. Okay, it will be pretty loud. Okay. Is Art Center worth it for international students? Are the connections what makes it special, or is it the school that is unmatched when it comes to the concept art and entertainment design?
Okay. Here's my take on concept art, here's my take on Art Center. The biggest thing I got out of it was the people and the friends I made. I think I told you before, connections go a really long way, but friendships go even longer. You know, like, I wouldn't have gotten my first job if it wasn't for my best buddy, Noel Ecker. He is an amazing person, and he's like my best friend at Art Center. And he recommended me my first big job, which is to design Echo for a freaking feature film. And I was just like a 19-year-old, just like in school, just like doing homework. And then he was like, "Hey, yeah, the director really liked your stuff, and hey, you want to try it out?" And that led to me finding the agent for me to work on my own IPs and everything. And the thing I love about Art Center, they're genuinely hard workers that really care about you. And that's what that's kind of my take on it. You can have education anywhere, and you can find good friends anywhere. I think I just got lucky to know the people that I know, to make the friendships that I've created over my artistic journey. So one thing, the atmosphere. definitely. At Art Center is, I feel like, unmatched. I'm not sure about recently because I haven't been there in a while. But from a year and a half ago, or 2 years ago when I went, it was pretty intense.
Okay, so the overall like interactions and the spirit of the school, hardworking spirit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you mentioned the agent, right? And some of the people were asking, how is it actually working with agent?
Okay, so I think Dan Levitsky, do you guys know him, the creator of
Yeah.
Last Man Standing? Yeah. So he had like he's making that like he's kind of doing what I want to do, and I want to kind of follow this and stuff. So basically, an agent is if they really like believe in your stuff and your craft, when you're ready, they will help pitch. They have the connection to pitch you to studios. Like when I'm ready with my Atlanta project or something, like he'll say, "All right, I think you'd fit in really well at Fox or Universal, and we're gonna try to make it happen." And I would go in there, and I would pitch my concept, pitch my story, if I have one, and if they like it, they can like buy the script, or they can like you have to think about like a lot of things like, oh, are people gonna make toys out of these? Like different kind of things like that before you actually go in there to actually pitch the whole thing, because they're the ones throwing money at you. So that's what an agent kind of helps you kind of do. Yeah.
All right, so it's like you have some ready material to sell, let's say, to sell, but you have it ready, and then you reach out to your agent, and then he tried to work it out, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I have a personal. Because he wanted to sign me to Echo, but at that time in my life, I didn't know what I was doing. With my life, I didn't know what agents was. I didn't know what agencies were and everything like that. But he always tried to bring me in, and I was so confused. I was like, why does this guy want to meet me? All I can do is just draw pictures. Why does he want to meet me? Or, I don't know. And then after like realizing what they actually do and realizing where I want to be, I was like, wait, I think an agent would be perfect for me. And so, yeah.
Okay, so
So you are keeping him like up to date with what you are doing, or your work is just to wait till you are all done with, like let's say reproduction or whatever for your project, and then you're trying to reach out to him,
Right.
Or
I think one thing that Dan and I was talking about over Thai food, which Dan cannot handle Thai food, by the way. He he cannot handle Thai food at all. He just asked for water the whole time because it was so spicy. But one thing that was really great that I never knew about was having a physical, tangible book, because that is like your business card. And having just that book and saying, hey, here's my world, here's what I did, here's the general outline of all my characters, and putting that on a producer or a desk or anything. Like, oh, this guy had a book. He has something tangible, and he created the whole world about it. It's his. Yeah. So yeah. So I think my plan is to try to get my materials ready to make that kind of book, and we could start kind of going from there. Where that goes.
Okay, awesome.
okay. Do you have an art block? Like, do you encounter that feeling of...
Every time, and I'm having one right now, which is why I'm going to my textures folder. When I have an art block, I go to textures, because textures are just like, and I have where is that damn texture? Textures.
I love your simple answers to the complicated questions, like if you have a bad day, color dodge. If you have an art block, textures.
Textures.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just my way of find the did we paint? Wait a minute, where is that thing? Yeah, basically, they're just really cool to just have something to work with. So I got these. I, I I was gonna use it for my wood green painting, but I never had it. But this really cool texture. Look at that. That's so cool. Let's see, what are these? Ooh, that's cool. That's cool too. I'm trying to find one that kind of fits my current mood. Let's just try this one out. See how it looks. So I would maybe place that there, and this is stock. I'll probably credit later. Actually, I even know who the artist is, but this looks like that. And thank you, artist, for letting me use it. Maybe set. I just play around with like a lot of the modes. That's terrible. That's ugly. Eventually, maybe, hopefully, I'll find something to that's kind of almost kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. Basically, I just want kind of a fresh start because I felt like I was kind of fixated. Ooh, that's cool. I like that. Look at that. That's cool. Ooh, what's that? Ooh. Shiny things. I like shiny things.
What I noticed about your process is there's a lot of inner dialogue, inner dialogue between like your inspiration, what you want, and what you have. It's really interesting that you were trying to keep the conversation going with yourself. Like, okay, this is what I like. You told that you were fixated, and then you reached out for the inspiration outside, like for the texture, right? It can be anything, but I think it's really unique to have that strong sense of, yeah, exactly that you can really talk to yourself when you're drawing and respond to your needs and how it translates to the final outcome. It's really cool to see that. Yeah, because I've seen a lot of people that are having a hard time going for it, you know? Like, they have the gut feeling. I think everybody has, but some people are just staying fixated on this, like in the specific workflow or in the specific theme, and they feel not courageous enough to go out and go for the thing they want. Maybe they're not sure enough, but with you, I can tell that you have voice strong enough to suddenly just go out, grab the thing you want, go back, talk, ask yourself, what do I want? Go for it. That's really refreshing and cool to see that card. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like at the end of the day, we're just kind of image making, and if you could grab what you need and in a genuine way, you know, like not just I don't know, like like when you're genuine with what you're using, like posting another, but if you're using it in a genuine way and you just get what you want, then that's your process, you know. I don't know. I think one thing that bugged me in school, there was an artist, I'm not going to say his name, but we were in our first year, in our first term, and he went up to me, and we were talking about painting, and he was like, oh yeah, using photos in your work it's cheating. I want to paint everything. And I was like, oh, great. Yeah. You know, I'm not going to stand there and have that conversation with him. I'm going to let that. And now he uses photos in his work.
You won.
No, I didn't win. It was just just let people find their own way to where they are. I think a lot of people tend to give their kind of personal take on it. Just be true to you are, and be true in a genuine way. Like, know when to improve, know when to say that you suck or you need to improve, and stuff like that. And then, So I kind of like what I introduced a palette here. I didn't know it was going to turn out this way, but I used like some stars, stock photo that on DeviantArt, and it kind of gave me like this really kind of cool kind of magician palette, which is interesting.
I think we have already answered these questions, but you've been okay. So how do you stay so motivated even through low moments? So I think you answered that already. Like,
Yeah. The world thing,
yeah.
and also one thing is I know this is cheesy and stay motivated is find something bigger than yourself, whether it's a person or like an animal or a dog or something living. Do it like I think you'll find something that you just want to get better for, and it motivates you um, to work harder every day. So I think that's why like husband and wife or like a marriage or companionship or friends something like that. It's like, hey, you want to keep improving for the other person or something, and you want to just try to be successful for them. You want to, try to grow for them with them, and you want to just keep on pushing harder. So, I guess, something to, yeah, you kind of know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
One thing though, I thought I would start color dodging just a little bit on
Everybody
something.
stop.
I think it kind of needed it, but oh my god, you guys see that? That's so freaking cool. Oh, that's what it needed. Look at that.
Done.
Ah, look at that. Oh my god, it just needed that. Sometimes it just needs it, and you just do it,
And it just
and it just works. And if it doesn't work, you can control C.
Oh yeah, it's always good to try color dodge. Yes.
It's just like, ooh, like multiple. Oh, that's kind of cool too. Look at that. Oh man, it's like a shadow. It's gonna cast shadow. Oh, and we can just look at her boobs. Sorry, mom, but it's ooh, that's cool. Get it, son. Oh damn, no, I like that so far. Okay, I've come out of my little tiny artist block that I had because I usually don't talk to people when I paint.
That's good. It's awesome. It's awesome to see that. I mean, it's there. We didn't know that. There you go.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was like, oh man, I can just keep kind of painting like this. I don't know.
You can.
Ugh.
You can for sure.
Oh dang, that little tiny highlight right there, just a little bit. Just hit that, then it hits this or something, here, and then it like dapples back here.
Quick question about storytelling. How do you keep a balance between artistic approach and storytelling? When you put elements that only you understand, what will you do so it won't look like random stuff being put together? I'm not sure if you.
Could you rephrase that just a little bit?
Yeah, exactly. So when you're putting stuff together for the image, right? How do you make sure it's, for example, you're working on your IP. How do you make sure it's read the way you want it to be interpreted, so to speak? So it doesn't look too random. Like, how do you keep the balance between the artistic and visual and the story and that?
Okay, so how do I keep things consistent without making it too random or arbitrary in my own IPs?
Yeah, exactly.
I think having a vision in the world. That's why I think mood boards are so great. Like if you do it and it doesn't look like it's from the same universe, like every kind of world, like Big Hero 6, whether it's Thor, they have their kind of design language, and that takes a lot of like kind of exploration into what you can do and stuff like that. But I think we make own IPs for a reason. We don't want to be limited.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you could like edit later. But usually the Atlantis thing I'm working on, it's kind of my agent was like, this is really expensive. You're making like $100 million film. Let's try to make something a little more grounded first, and then we can jump on the big ship. Like Marvel, he said that they did such a good job with like making like Spider-Man first, and stuff like kind of in our world. inner world, and so he advised me maybe to do Atlantis later when I have more of like a I guess platform for it, because I'm kind of a nobody right now, and to make Atlantis right now off the bat, no one's going to give me like $100 million to make it unless it's like, you know. So he suggested that I maybe would do something like still equally as good, me, that's in today's world, like a Batman, yeah. So just to answer your question, just I think you know when something's out of place. I think we just have that instinct.
And another question grew out of what you've been saying. Maybe let's talk about developing your own IP. Like, how do you approach it? Is the story first, or maybe the spark, a visual spark, or how do you approach the creation of these words? Was it an accident, maybe, that these words emerged in you? Like, how does it work?
I think it goes off memory, inspiration, experience, something like that.
Okay.
And like I didn't just go and say, okay, I'm just gonna do it. Like I had, if you look at my early works kind of thing, I had like a huge passion for like kind of mermaid beings. I love deep sea. I love underwater. I love that it's unexplored. Like what's down there? You know, like we've only like seen so little of the ocean, and we don't really even know what's down there. And so my inspiration for like Atlantis and stuff like that, it's just I love like deep sea, water, earth kind of things. And I wanted to just kind of make an exploration IP where we can maybe have a glimpse of what could be down there. And mermaids kind of fell into the picture, and mermaids are awesome. Come on. And different kind of like what if like people hunt mermaids? You know, it's like it goes off an idea or an inspiration.
Yeah, it goes from your fascination by the deep sea and by the Awesome. So you said 3 IPs you're working on right now?
Like I have in my back pocket, but I'm trying to figure out one that I can actually do right now.
Okay. Yeah. And what does it come with? Is it like you're trying to build a pitch, which is a story and visuals, or you're trying to build the whole world ready to be recreated in a different medium?
I think I'm trying to create that world.
Okay.
Like if you saw what's his name? Dan Lewis's book, you know, he kind of created a world and he thought everything about the world and stuff like that. And so I think like Family Guy is his own world, you know, and like Steven Universe is his own world, and Adventure Time is their own world. So I think we're just trying to just make a really kick-ass franchise, you know, Zelda, Mario, yeah. So
okay.
I guess the big picture, yeah.
Yeah, totally. Okay, what's happening in your painting right now? What you're thinking about, where you're at?
Honestly, I am kind of licking. I think John Park kind of talked about that. I'm just kind of trying to. I'm talking to you guys, which I'm thinking more about than painting. This is just like autopilot a little bit.
Autopilot. Okay. Do you want to focus a little bit on the painting, or like I can be silent.
Answer questions. So no. I enjoy your soothing voice.
Okay. Let me go. Okay. So how many years did it take you to reach the level you're at right now?
6. I started studying at 16, and right now I'm 22. So whatever that is.
And that was going through being self-taught, then being in an art school, then having a 1-year break, and going back to it, right?
Yeah, that contributes to everything. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Oh my god. Wow. What the freak? Okay, let's just kind of use that one.
Shiny things.
Shiny things. That's too much. That's a lot of motion blur. Oh, that's cool. That's kind of cool. Ooh, powerful.
Okay. Is the age irrelevant? Is the age a relevant factor in getting a job in the industry?
I think no. But one thing I've recently encountered that's kind of new because of social media. My friend that works in Zoom TV, excuse me, Philip Light, he's been saying that he got his job because he has a big online following, and I feel like that might be a new thing, you know? Ooh, that's fucking cool. What the freak is that? Sorry.
It's college time again.
Oh, look at that color! Oh my God, color dodge! But one thing he said that I think it started to kind of pick up on is like people that kind of have age doesn't matter. I guess people are just trying to find the best kind of option when they're hiring. I guess, and having a presence, he says, is kind of important.
So,
Yeah.
because other people trust you, they would trust you as well. Is that it? Like the client?
Or could you say it again?
I mean, you said having an online presence can help to get a job in the industry. So why do you think that works? Is it because, I don't know, other people trust you and enjoy your works, therefore the client is sure that you will provide them with something that will be enjoyable as well?
In a way, yeah. Like I think people want to work with people they want to work with, and like that's why you recommend your friends to work. You don't recommend like, oh hey, he's a random stranger, let's hire him. Like so I think having an online presence translates subconsciously to insecurity. Like, hey, this person been in the industry for a while, and he feels like he's a good option to extend our brand. Let's give him work. So yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. It looks like there's more and more people caring about an online presence nowadays, since there are also tools, like I said before, that can directly translate the social presence to executing your dreams, or having your IPs developed, or Kickstarter, Patreon, like you're doing. There's a lot of things you can translate the your fans and people that are watching your work too. That's really awesome to have that conversation and being able to interact with your audience so directly. That's really cool.
I think everything is becoming more less behind the screen. Before it was like, let's hire this artist to do robot work and let's not feature them, and they would just work behind the screen. But now we have so much, like, I guess, social media that we can follow whoever we like, and it's like, I think that's really cool.
Yeah, and what I really like is that all these social media sites and all these tools are enabling us not to be so focused on the final product and the outcome. Of course, it's important, but at the same time, there's so much joy in the process, and you can share that now. You can share that, and you can make it into the story that people can follow and interact with, and suddenly you connect with the individuals that are driven as much as you do, because you've just shared your passion, and you've gone online and you posted something you enjoy doing, and it's maybe not perfect, maybe it's not ideal, but it's a part of the process, and suddenly it works. I just love the idea of being open about both your process and your inspiration as well. I find it so useful when my favorite artist shows his process, like you do right now, or when I find somebody on Instagram and I can see his final work. I know his final work, but suddenly I can see, I don't know, his desk or her desk. It's mind-blowingly inspiring.
Yeah,
What's behind the scenes? Yeah.
Yeah. I had something to say, but I forgot.
No
Oh yeah,
worries.
yeah, yeah. I remember. People love following the journey of anyone. I feel like, because it seems like you grow with them. That's why I kind of like, hey, show your work out there. We need more artists in the world.
Yeah.
Just like, even if you don't think it's the best thing, who cares? Like, look where you're gonna be, and it only comes from drive. And I mean, I posted all my terrible, terrible stuff back then, 2009, and they're still my friends today. The people I met on that site, and we're good friends, and it's really cool. Just start start kind of being more kind of interactive, because at the end of the day, it's about the human connection and how we kind of just inspire each other, how we learn from each other, and everything.
Yeah, exactly, and how important it is actually and how surprisingly inspiring is when these connections you create online are translating to real world. And
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
online is still real world, but it's just that is sometimes you build an image of a person you met online, and it's an image of this person. It's not this person. Suddenly you meet that person in real life, and it just blows up. Just the amount of inspiration and and it often happens on during workshops, and that's why I would suggest to go there, even if you're not,
Yeah,
maybe
totally,
you don't
totally.
even have a portfolio, but Jesus, that's so inspiring to go out and talk and surround yourself, even when you don't
Yeah,
have an art school around and you're not maybe not don't have a chance to attend it. That's so important.
yeah, totally, 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 totally. That's why I love like going to workshop. You get to meet your artists and your
Yeah,
friends.
that's outstanding. Okay, so more textures.
I
Okay.
know, just don't watch that shit. Oh man, it's 11. Man.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So I think we are ready to wrap up.
Yeah.
Ross,
Sorry, I couldn't finish this.
what?
Sorry, I couldn't finish this. But just as a kick and giggle, I will just really quickly color dodge.
Oh yes,
For that.
the last
But
final color
the
dodge.
last. Let's see. All right, hold on. Let me. Okay. All right, copy and paste the whole thing, and we have that. And let's see where it takes us. I don't know. Just I like glowy things. Man, I don't know, man. This is scary. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh my God, look at that peeking. It's like maybe like it peeks through a little bit. Like, okay. And then so that means we have to hit that or something. I have no idea. I'm probably gonna like destroy this painting, but
It,
hey,
tur-
it's
it turned
I have no idea.
totally all right. It's awesome. Thank
Oh
you.
yeah,
Thank you
you think so?
yeah. Thank you so much for showing us your workflow. It was really precious uh, to see how you work real time as well. You have all these. You're creating the videos that are sped up. That's outstanding
Yeah.
to see the overall picture. But it's also important to see, down to the ground every second struggle. So that was really, really,
Yeah.
really cool to see. I love the line art. So that was really awesome. Thank you so much, Ross, for coming to the session today, for joining us. That was really outstanding. Thank you, guys, for
Nice.
joining. Everybody who's watching. Thank you so much for coming in and asking questions. Sorry if we haven't really go through all of them. I think we got a chunk answered. So that was really cool. Make sure to follow Ross on Instagram, on Facebook, on Tumblr,
Oh
on
god.
to support Ross on Patreon as well. It's really important. You've seen the tutorials. I'm going to grab those right goddamn now. And yeah, I can't wait for your next video, Ross.
It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. So
It's tomorrow,
stick around.
yeah. So guys, subscribe to Ross' channel. It's in the description to this video. You'll find all the links to the social media I mentioned in the channel, on the Facebook event page as well. So thank you guys for coming. It's been a long time. We haven't talked to you on Level Up. It's been 2 months. From now on, we are switching to monthly sessions. I think we are going to do a session once every month. Yeah, we couldn't really keep up with the weekly schedules since it's a lot of work, and yeah, but we are back. Thank you so much, and see you guys next week. Thank you, Ross. That was outstanding.
Yeah, thank you.
See ya. Thanks, man.
Later.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.